love you.
Forever could never be long enough for me to feel like I've had long enough with you. Forget the world now, we won't let them see. But there's one thing left to do. Now that the weight has lifted, love has surely shifted my way. Day and every day, if I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe, say you will. Say you will. Together could never be close enough for me to feel like I am close enough to you. You and I, now where are the words? I love you, and you're beautiful.
Beloved, here we have gathered amidst this magnificent cathedral of creation, where they joyously unite John and David in holy matrimony. For here in this valley, alive with the flavors of wine and romance, we now give our witness to the transforming power of love in their lives and affirm what precious blessings David and John have become to one another. Now you with John and David this day are very important people in their world. And realizing that, you make their ceremony all the more meaningful by your participation with a sincere respect for their beliefs, their values, and their desires. For this is John and David's day, their day in which they have given us the privilege of empowering them to wonderful tomorrows through the blessings of our unconditional love and acceptance. Within their ceremony, each of us has the chance to share in the most inspiring, comforting, and honorable characteristics of a long-established ritual. For that to be our reality, we must be willing to reach out to one another with an open, understanding, and an affirming spirit. In such a spirit as that, let us pause for a moment to reflect upon all for which we have to be thankful. Reverently remember those not with us today, and to think of those ways within ourselves of bringing more wonderful blessings into John and David's life together. Now, John, David, in your appreciation for the wonderful gifts you have been given in life, you stand before us proclaiming you'll keep doing all you can to appreciate the multi-dynamic natures of your personalities. Now, in that, David, I trust that you will always treasure John with his strong sense of fairness, his deep analytical, philosophical thinking, for John having the strength of his convictions while advocating for others, and for the peace and stability that John has brought to your life. While I believe you, John, will continue to cherish David with his thoughtful, sweet, nurturing nature, his free spirit, his creativity, his conscientious, methodical manner, his sarcastic wit, his playful personality. And while David puts things away where you can't find them, while you, John, leave things on the counter. David has a green thumb, while you have talents for planning. David is the brake to your accelerator. I'm sorry. Yes, and David will be your Tonto, while you, John, will be his Long Ranger. But you both are kind, intelligent, open-minded, respectful, authentic, handsome gentlemen who complement one another well, who yearn for personal growth, have built a resilient character while overcoming your challenges of life. You've enabled the other to believe commitment is possible while being protective of one another. You are most gracious hosts. You are deeply devoted to those whom you love. You possess a true tenderness of heart, which has won the hearts of all of us, lucky enough to share your wedding day with you. Now, as you now strengthen the bond, please fulfill your desire to be the model of a healthy relationship by doing all you can to make inner peace your goal in your unity and your individuality. Now, for that to be the reality for togetherness, please keep treasuring the trust which has grown between you, understanding that trust becomes stronger only by the allowance for complete honesty and vulnerability in all your communications. Doing this, you turn away from any temptation to criticize, to control, or ever use that bad word should. Instead, keep doing all you can to empower yourselves and others with compassion, kindness, and truth, and your most sacred gifts of forgiveness and genuine acceptance. But know the most important lesson of love on your wedding day is this: for you to realize that we are all of us are truly connected to one another. Each of us shares a part in one another's hearts. This, David and John, you have the mightiest of responsibilities. For to add greater depths of meaning to your marriage, you must do all you can to extend your love far beyond yourself. To that end, let your goodness prevail. Why are you losing my place? You're making me nervous. To that end, let your goodness prevail. Let that be what inspires you to proclaim your rarity, to go the extra mile for another, and to use wisely your power of choice. So choose then to pause each day to be thankful, truly thankful for the multitude of blessings in your lives, while thinking of many ways you can inspire and strengthen one another. Choose to please. You too, please be pleased. The exceptional people I believe you are. If you are indeed, well, another person can turn to from their vulnerability and you. But make the most important choice of all. Do all things with love. Love for yourself, love for all others, and love for one another. Always remember that love is infinitely more fulfilling than we got through the preaching part. Hallelujah! Let us now acknowledge that in any marriage service, it is a couple's declaration of unity with those with them on their wedding day, as well as their prayer for affirmations from those whom they love. Therefore, before John and David will unite themselves in matrimony to one another, it is only fitting that you, who by your witness enable them to be joined in marriage, offer your blessing and vow of commitment to them. So thus I ask all of you, do you, as John and David's cherished loved ones, hereby affirm your commitment to share with them in their hopes and their dreams, their joys and their sorrows, to do all you can to reinforce their marriage in a spirit of unconditional love, to guide them, to listen to them, to pray for them, to help them in their times of need, pledging to always uphold their union, blessed especially by your gifts of support and caring? The answer is, we do.
We do. Yes, we do. baby.
That was much fun. Now with their blessing, you're ready to begin to make your vows of matrimony to one another. So Fran, take 2 steps forward, please. Join both your hands together. And with the help of Francine, we offer a special blessing from John's mother, Joanne. Blessing of your hands. These are the hands of your best friend, strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours, as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief racks your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands, even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness, just a touch. With that, you now make your vows of matrimony to one another. So, David, you will please begin.
David, 10 years ago, I met you. You were the first person who really encouraged me to embrace all of my fears. I told you I was afraid to trust you. Tell me you were worthy of my trust. You simply show. Show me your path, your ups and downs, joys and sorrows, confidence and celebration. I don't stand before you in this moment. The full members of the family we have chosen. Solemnly vow that I wish to live, love, and grow with you. I choose to go with all of it to share life. To love you unconditionally. To give you my all. That is our relationship with you. All that I have is today is yours. And ours. And I pledge to walk with you side by side. To the end of our days. You are my rock and my life.
And now may these rings be for you, a symbol that love has substance, as well as a soul, a present as well as a past, and despite its sometimes sorrows, love is a circle of happiness, of wonder and delight. Now then, David, you'll please take John's ring, place it on the 4th finger of his left hand, and repeat after me. John, I give you this ring as a sign of my promise that wherever you are, my love is with you. John, you please take David's ring, place it on the 4th finger of his left hand, and repeat after me. David, I give you this ring as a sign of my promise
As a son of
that wherever you are,
that wherever you are,
my love is with you. And thus it is, David and John, by the giving of your rings, the speaking of your vows, and the witness of all these people here who look, I joyously pronounce that you, John and David, are husbands for life. All right, let's hear it! All right, everybody, come give them a hug. They need lots of loving.